Hey everyone, it's Brian with McDuff's. Today we're going to be taking a look at listing multiple things on eBay at one time. And this comes into play when you have some similar things that you want to list, and they maybe have similar properties to them all. And that way you can list them much more easily than if you were to create a listing every time for the same similar thing. So let's take a look at my screen here, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Today we're going to be listing books, and most of these books have a lot of similar kinds of properties to them. They're all, almost all of them are like nonfiction books. They're all vintage. They're all in the same category. So let's take a look at what we have here. So in order to do this, the easiest way to do it, to list multiple, is actually to click the sell link. It's very small. I've often complained that it should be like the biggest link that you can see on eBay, but it's up here in this corner right here, next to where it says My eBay and Watch List. And then when you go down here to where it says Create Listing, normally most of us just go right over to Single Listing, but today we'll go down to Multi Listings or Multiple. So what I did is before you got here, I wanted to kind of get this set up for you so you're not wasting a lot of time watching me type things in. But what I did is I created a listing from up here, and I set one up, and then we're going to make multiple copies of this one. So over here is the category, and this one is books. And all you have to do to change it is just to click on it and then choose the category from over here. So mine is going to be books and magazines, books. If you have an eBay store, you can set up a category right here for it. So I'm going to do that right now because I chose the wrong one. And these are going to be books. I have a category I created called nonfiction books. And then save it right here. And then in this spot here is where you're going to put the title. We're not going to put any titles in just yet. That's going to come in after we create copies of this one, because if you put something in here, it'll copy it onto all the other ones. So custom label, this is the place, this is usually where you put the location of where you're going to store this thing until you sell it. It could be any information. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but it can be anything in here that helps you identify this product from all the other ones. So I usually keep most of my things in bins or various locations, and I'll put them in here. I'm going to leave that blank because I'm going to be using 3 different custom labels for all of these, and I'll just type them in as I go. It's pretty easy. I have a shelf and then a box number for each thing. For all of these books, there's one available, so that's how many of each one I have is one. If you had multiples, you could put in different numbers or just leave it blank and fill them in as you go. The buy it now price for all these books is a lot more different. In this case, I don't have a UPC. These are all vintage books. They're pretty old. They don't even have an ISBN number. An ISBN is a number that identifies a specific book, just like a UPC or a barcode when you buy something at the store. When they scan that, or if you go to self-checkout, if you scan it, that single barcode number will identify to that one individual product or SKU. So in this case, there's no UPC code on these books. They're too old before all that. And the ISBN number, most of them are too old for that as well. So I'm just leaving that blank. Or in this case, I can just put in not applicable, and that will copy down to all, because I think all of these, none of these have ISBN numbers over here. The condition for most of them, I'm just going to put down good. Some of them are very good, and there's a description here for all those. And then you can put in a description down here, but that'll have to wait till later because they're all different. Hit save and close. And then my shipping policy is right here. I offer free shipping, and that's a whole nother discussion right there. I know there's people that will say, no, never offer free shipping. And I'll tell you, though, ever since I started offering free shipping, my sales have picked up quite a bit. So I just raised my prices by about what I believe the cost will be to ship that item, and it's just been working out for me. And then I have my store category, item specifics. Now, there's some specifics that you need to complete for each category. And right here is it's the author, the book title, which is weird because it's also in the title of the listing. But anyway, you have to have the author, the book title, what language it is. I'm just going to change these all to English because I know they're all English. So it'll save me a little bit of time. Hit done. And then ISBN is not applicable right here. And then there's other things that you can put in, the publisher and all that. And that can help get your listing noticed more. If you have time, you can go ahead and put these in. You can always do it later too. But for right now, all I did is added it English. The titles will all be different. The author will be different as well. So I hit save and close. Sell it faster is if you want to pay extra to have your feature listed as a featured item. It'll get you to the top more often. So that's what that is for. And then fees, I don't add any extra fees for selling things on here. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So in order to make this work, I need 22 more copies. I have 22 more books, 23 in all. So I'm just going to click on this one here, click the copy listing, and I'm going to put in 22 because I need 22 more books, and I'll make a copy of it. And now we have 22 identical ones. And I know you're probably going, well, how do I keep all those straight? Well, when you put in the title, that'll help keep it straight. So what I did was to kind of keep myself organized for something like this, I had put everything on a spreadsheet. Why? Because I'm a spreadsheet nerd. I do like putting things on here, and then when I'm done, I just erase it all, and then I can reuse it. So let's, like for this first one right here is Doomsday, 1999 AD. And I got this right off of eBay, off of the sold listings. It's pretty easy to find. I found someone had sold the same one. I just made a copy of it, pasted it in here. I found out what the going price was for them. I put the price in there, the condition, and then I put there was somewhere on the dust jacket. And then location. See, I have locations here. 20 refers to the shelf number it's on, and there's 2 boxes on each shelf. So this would be box or shelf 20, box number 1. So I'm going to put this off to the side here. You won't be able to see it, but I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste this information. So let me go over here, and I'm going to hit Command C for copy over here. Command V for paste. V for paste. You know why you can't use Command P is because that'll print it. That's for printing. So somehow V got turned into paste, probably because next to Command C for copy is right next to it. Okay, so the custom label on this one was 20-1. There's one of them. The buy it now price was $14.95. And then this is going to say there, the condition I put in as, oh, actually very good. So we're going to change this one. So you can just change it as you need. And then you can hit next and it'll go to the next category over here, the next column. And then over here, it's going to require the author and it's going to require the book title. Well, luckily, the book title will be pretty easy to do because it's right here. It's called Doomsday. 1999 AD. All right, and you put that in there and hit the plus button. And then it's going to need the author, and I have the author was also in the title as well. Charles Blitz. And then you have to click the plus button and hit done. And hit save and next. Make sure that you've got these 4 items. This is for books. Now, if you're selling auto parts or whatever you've got going on, the required items will be different. But for books, this is what you need, these 4 items right here. All right, come on, you can do it. There we go. So we did those, and then sell it is there. It says 3 completed. I missed one? No, they're all in there. Okay. So now that's all you need to do. And then when you finish them all, oh, oh, that's for the next listing. Yeah, that goes, it doesn't go across to the right, it goes down instead of across. That would be nice if it went across. So I've got the item specifics here. The description is something that you can type in here. If you're using the regular listing page in eBay, it gives you an AI option, which is pretty good. It does a good job of coming up with a description, but we can just put in our own description right here. And usually I put it in, not necessarily what the book is about, but I put in more like the description of the condition it's in. So I would put the same thing in here, is that there is somewhere around the dust jacket. Please see photos. All right, and then we're going to go back up here. The other one, that one's all done there. Let's double check and make sure it saved it. Yes, okay. It put it in there. And then under, oh no, it's under condition. This is where you can put in the description here. And you can put the same description. Whatever you want to put in there is what you can put in there. So I'm going to copy from my spreadsheet over here and then save. Now, do you have to put in something there? No, but I think it helps give people that are looking at it some idea of what they can expect when they actually look at it. So you might get more clicks on it that way. So now you just basically wash, rinse, and repeat all these here, and when you're done, you hit submit all 23, and it will submit them all at one time. And then you're going, well, what about the photos? Well, see, I haven't even taken the photos for this, so what it will do is you can actually do the photos from here and add them directly. Or your other option is to hit save for later, and it will create drafts of all of these. And the drafts show up here on your eBay listing page. Over here. So if you go to listings, there's one that says drafts. And these are all the drafts of things that you've saved. And it'll create, I have 13 on here right now. And it'll create 22 more, 23 more in this case. And then you could go then and add the photos. Yes, you hit resume draft, and then you can add the photos from there. Well, anyway, I hope this helps out everybody. If you have any questions or comments you'd like to leave for me, feel free. I answer all the questions as I get them in, and I'm hoping that this will help you out. This is great if you are planning on selling a lot of things that are very similar, or they have something in common. If you're selling, let's say, a camera, and then you're selling a piston for a car, well, this may not work out. I mean, you could do this, but it's really no easier than just creating new listings for each one. But if they have some kind of a commonality between them all, that's when using multiple listings really comes in handy.